A lot of young guys competing for time at cornerback. How have they grown over the course of the last few weeks, and how are they doing as we approach game week?
It's been really exciting. They've been growing ever since spring, really, and that's been the fun part of just kind of see where they were at in the spring, and then coming through the summer doing a good job, and then naturally get a chance to come out and compete here in fall camp. So they've done a really good job. It's been really exciting to see, and I'm really excited to see them get out and play here next Saturday.
When it comes to being a first-year coordinator, even though you've been around the program, how have you kind of put your identity into the defense you want to see out on the field?
Yeah, the big thing is getting our guys to play fast, physical for each other. That's been a big thing, getting guys to buy in. Hopefully when you get a chance to see us play, you get a chance to kind of see that imprint on the game, that our guys are playing fast, that they are playing physical, and that we're doing a great job communicating and really playing for one another. And so hopefully that's what you'll get a chance to see our guys do. And I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about how our guys have really grown and really started to really become one unit. And that's what I'm really wanting them to do out there. And we got some transfers that are in, got some guys that have been around the program. So we're really gelling together well, and really looking to play some great defense here at Kansas.
And you mentioned the word communication. Who are the guys that have stood out to you that have been good communicators out in the field with so many transfers, as you mentioned?
Yeah, a big thing about us on defense that we always stress communication. Even here in this meeting room that we have, we expect guys to speak at a volume that's acceptable. People who speak at a high volume usually produce confidence from the defense, so that's really good. In our meetings, our guys are expected to speak loud. So we start that in the meetings, in the classrooms, then it's on the field. Guys are constantly talking. So we got a lot of communicators. Our linebackers have to communicate. Our safeties got to communicate. Our corners. It's everybody out there, because the defense that doesn't communicate is a bad defense. So in order to be a great defense, you got to be one that communicates. And like I said, that's a part of us playing for each other. So that's what we do, and that's what we want to be known for, is a group that communicates.
Lance mentioned that you'd be on the field on game days. What went into that decision?
Just where I felt comfortable. I really like to be down. I've been down there for most of my career, and I feel like I can call it from down there, get a chance to, with the tablets you got now, it's a little easier, especially coming from the NFL. We had tablets there, so you can really get the corrections you need to down there. You get a chance to look in the guy's eyes. If some type of injury happens, you can get to some of your adjustments a lot quicker. So I feel like I can get to my adjustments, and I just love to be around the guys and the atmosphere down there, and I think that's going to benefit us as a defense, and so that's what I needed to do.
And with Kobe and Melo, or Kenny before that, there's always been sort of that face of the secondary. Did you have any conversations with Jalen Todd? I mean, got here early, played early, is that dude that has maybe that potential. Did you guys ever talk about that for him, and is that too early to do?
Really, to talk with him is just trying to be the best version of Jalen Todd that he can be, and if that is becoming, the vocal leader, then yeah, we will expect him to be that. And, he's more of a quiet kid, but he kind of leads by example. But there are some other guys who kind of stepped up and really became some vocal leaders. But, when something needed to be said, Jalen spoke up with the group and said it, and he plays at such a high standard that, he expects the other guys to do that, and that's what I really like about him. But Lyric's done a good job there. Landon Nelson has done a good job stepping in. Taylor Davis has done a good job in the back end, doing some stuff. Saeed Gibbs is a vocal young man. The Dye brothers have done a great job. And like I said in the previous question, man, we expect our guys to communicate and lead. That's not something that's a given. That's something that they have to do, and that's demanded here. And so it's not, we don't put that on just one guy. And when Kobe and Melo was here, we didn't just put that on them. We expected OJ to do that. We expected Marvin Grant to do that, And so when you demand a lot of people do it, you get more out of everybody, and that's what we expect. I think it's too much to ask one guy to be the one leader or be the one guy communicating. I think in this day and age, you can't have that. Everybody has a role to play in communication for us to be great.
Sure. And hey, I asked Lance and Z the same question, but has there been an indicator throughout your career at this time of the year how ready your group is to go, whether it was a position group or a whole defense? I mean, have you ever looked for something that says, okay, I know they're ready? And if so, how does this group stack up right now?
Yeah, I think there's always different parts in your career where you like, man, we got a team right now. I remember when I was with the Eagles, the year we went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Chiefs. There was a time we were down in Miami, and we were having an inter-squad practice against them, and you just kind of knew right then, like, man, we can have something special. We can stay healthy. And you know, this group has really come together, and there's been some points in practice where you're like, man, we could be a really, really good defense, you know, and you know, you gotta have little things on your side of staying healthy and different things like that. But there's been some moments where, you know, we really done some really special things and really put a big smile on your face and get you excited. And so hopefully we can carry that through and keep going and keep building now that we kind of transition into game time. But yeah, there are those moments where you're like, yeah, we got something special here. We need to keep building on this, keep growing, and as coaches keep fostering it.
How has bringing in new players and transfers kind of changed your perspective on what the defense can be?
One more time, I'm sorry.
No, how has bringing in new players and new transfers kind of changed your perspective on what the defense can be?
Oh yeah, it really has. Just because, you know, in this day and age of college football, you can really change your roster quick. And I said in spring, you know, if we weren't able to have, you know, the transfers that we have, we would be a really young team this year. You know, but fortunately we were able to bring in, you know, some veterans that can help us in all three areas, which has been really good. And so we're able to infuse those guys in, and they're able to, you know, catch up with our culture and everything like that, and really infuse a lot of talent, you know, into this defense, which has been really good and really exciting. And the biggest thing is that is really just a lot of depth and competition, which has been really fun this camp. Just to see that, because guys couldn't take a day off, because if they did, they end up, you know, moving down the depth chart, or some guys really proved their worth and they moved up. And so that's been really fun, because any place that has a lot of competition is going to get better, because competition only makes you better, and that's the fun part. It's been really fun to watch that.
And what is a coaching moment from your past that you hope to bring to Kansas to educate the players?
Ooh, there's tons of them. I've been at this a long time. My daughters say I look like I've been at it a long time. So there's just so many. I've been really fortunate to work with so many great coaches, you know, that come to mind. You know, I started my career with Lou Tepper, who was a great defensive mind, who was a defensive quarterback at Illinois and was a head coach at Illinois. Man, I got a chance to be around, you know, Denard Wilson, which is the D coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. I worked with, you know, Nick Sirianni, who's a Super Bowl winning coach. JG, who's the head coach at Arizona. Just so many guys have just poured into me and taught me so many things that, you know, I look forward to just bringing all those experiences to guys. I loved it last year, being able to pour, you know, into those DBs that's playing in the NFL now, and just continue to pour little lessons into all those guys. That's the thrill of coaching. It's just be able to pass on the knowledge that you have. And it's not about how much I know, it's how much I can pass on to the guys. And that's been really fun. And the biggest thing about this year is getting those seniors to play their best football before they leave. So all the things I have with them, I just want to pour into the guys so they can leave this place playing the best football they can.
A couple of quick things on the defensive line. First of all, everyone's spoken really highly of Leroy Harris and how he's played since arriving. I'm just wondering, what have you seen from him since he came on campus and now has put himself in a position to play?
Yeah, Leroy is, you know, he's one of those guys, he has a great motor, great size. He's put on quite a bit of weight since he's been here too, which is great. And, you know, we talked about bringing in transfers, and he's just one of those guys. You know, him and Alex were, you know, the new guys that we kind of, the new guys, I guess you could say, that we brought in. And they both been great. Love having them. They play so hard. You wish you could duplicate those type of guys, man, because Leroy and Alex both play hard, and they're going to be great for us this year. I'm really excited to see what they do for us this coming year. Just they're both very smart, and they both love football, and they both play very hard. And so I'm really excited that they're here in the Jayhawks.
And then Lance had mentioned that Blake and Gage haven't practiced much recently. What have you seen from the other guys in their absence?
You know, that's the beauty. Like we said, we have some depth this year. Now, how that ends up playing out throughout the season, we'll see. But that's the fun part, is that when somebody goes down, we got some other guys who can step in and play at a high level. So that's really good. I think that's going to continue to bring out the best in those guys who are, you know, working themselves back into the lineup and everything like that. So that's been a good thing. We got depth, and I look forward to seeing how all that plays.
Anything else for Coach McDonald? All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you, guys.